You trying to turn your son into a dairy cow or what?
Miraculous Ladybug Season 6, El Toro de Piedra. Miraculous Season 6 spoiler warning.
But your distress was so strong that...
El Toro distressed? What do you take me for?
Toxic masculinity is basically men can't show their emotions, they can't cry. It's almost like a threat to their own masculinity, but that's why it's called toxic masculinity. That's just not true. As a man, you can cry, you can show your feelings, you can be scared, and that doesn't erase your identity as a man. In fact, it takes so much strength to show that vulnerability of yourself. And that's what we're exploring here. The feelings that he's allowed to show are like anger, but he's not allowed to show his sadness because that's the reality. He's sad. That's why he's getting so defensive and angry.
Is that how you raise calves, El Toro? You trying to turn your son into a dairy cow or what?
In this metaphor, it's like to be a man is to be a bull, to be strong, to be angry, to not show your emotions. By calling the son a dairy cow, it's an insult to his son's perceived masculinity.
This wasn't my doing. It's cause he was raised by his grandma.
Now you're blaming Abuela for raising him to be sweet and compassionate and care about others' feelings.
But now that I'm back in the picture, I'll turn him into a powerful Toro.
Now that I'm back in the picture. So he was an absent father. And why was he an absent father? Because he was incarcerated during this time. I think it's so cool seeing how Miraculous Ladybug handles more serious topics because the target audience of the show is children, it's families. With a show that's airing for kids, there's certain things you can't really say, so they have to use metaphors and context clues to paint a picture of what's happening so that if the audience gets it, they'll catch on. But if you're like a very young child, you'll still understand the message, but you maybe won't fully understand the context until you're a little bit older.
Oh, honey bun, you're crying.
I can't help it. So much beauty, it's so moving.
Oh. See, I was gonna pause to talk about the contrast where we just had a character who's visually upset, but because he's so stuck in his ways of like toxic masculinity that he doesn't even allow himself to experience sadness, versus we then cut to a scene of a man crying while seeing a painting, showing that it's okay to show emotion, it's okay to be vulnerable, and to be vulnerable with other people because he's with someone else while he's crying. It's to show the stark contrast between the other guy. But then the wall just destroyed, and I don't know if he's gonna be alive anymore, so.
It's so moving.
Oh, well, they're alive, luckily.
My son is weak, that's how it is. I'd have never dared talking to my father like that.
Then maybe your son is stronger than you ever were.
Exactly. It takes vulnerability to show emotion, and that's true strength.